Here are some selected quotes by Indira Gandhi, presented plainly, no headings or numbering, using well-sourced excerpts. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. There are two kinds of people, those who do the work and those who take the credit. Try to be in the first group. There is less competition there. The power to question is the basis of all human progress. People tend to forget the duties but remember their rights. Have a bias toward action. Let's see something happen now. You can break that big plan into small steps and take the first step right away. The environmental problems of developing countries are not the side effects of excessive industrialization but reflect the inadequacy of development. A nation's strength ultimately consists in what it can do on its own, and not in what it can borrow from others. This is why we feel that democracy is important, because democracy allows you to have small explosions and therefore avoid the bigger explosions. Even if I died in the service of the nation, I would be proud of it. Every drop of my blood will contribute to the growth of this nation and to make it strong and dynamic. If I die a violent death, as some fear and a few are plotting, I know that the violence will be in the thought and the action of the assassins, not in my dying. Forgiveness is a virtue of the brave. You must learn to be still in the midst of activity and to be vibrantly alive in repose. My grandfather once told me that there were two kinds of people, those who do the work and those who take the credit. He told me to try to be in the first group. There was much less competition. Without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue. You have to have courage. Courage of different kinds. First, intellectual courage, to sort out different values and make up your mind about which is the one which is right for you to follow. You have to have moral courage to stick up to that, no matter what comes in your way. No matter what the obstacle and the opposition is. To be liberated, woman must feel free to be herself, not in rivalry to man but in the context of her own capacity and her personality. Opportunities are not offered. They must be wrested and worked for. And this calls for perseverance and courage. All the people who fought for freedom were my heroes. That was the sort of story I liked reading about freedom struggles and so on. Life is a continuous process of adjustment. The purpose of life is to believe, to hope and to strive. Every new experience brings its own maturity and a greater clarity of vision. Just when you think you've achieved something, you realize you've achieved nothing. And still you have to go forward just the same, toward a dream so distant that your road has neither beginning nor end. Nothing that is worthwhile is ever easy. As I always say, I do not wish you an easy time, but I wish you that whatever difficulty you may have, you will overcome it. Let me know if you'd like more quotes, perhaps organized by theme or from different speeches. Here are more inspiring quotes by Indira Gandhi, presented plainly without headings or numbering, just as you prefer. Winning or losing of the election is less important than strengthening the country. I am not a person to be pressured by anybody or any nation. Martyrdom does not end something, it only a beginning. Happiness is a state of mind, you know. I don't think you are permanently happy. One is happy about certain things and not so happy about others. Wearing khadi was a badge of honor. It was something one was proud to do. All my games were political games. I was, like Joan of Arc, perpetually being burned at the stake. We do not wish to impoverish the environment any further, and yet we cannot for a moment forget the grim poverty of large numbers of people. Are not poverty and need the greatest polluters? Whenever you take a step forward, you are bound to disturb something. The purpose of life is to believe, to hope and to strive. I have lived a long life, and I am proud that I spend the whole of my life in the service of my people. I am only proud of this and nothing else. I shall continue to serve until my last breath, and when I die, I can say that every drop of my blood will invigorate India and strengthen it. Let me know if you'd like even more. Perhaps quotes organized thematically or from particular speeches.